Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So today we're going to work on the Sweet Christmas Wishes. That's these little cuties journal. And so I'll show you more after we get the signature sewn in, if I can do it on camera. Okay, so this is an Amazon package again, the brown paper packaging that they're using. They're like big envelopes. So I have that, not the plastic, the paper. And then this is kind of already quilted material. I don't know a ton about this. This was gifted to me from my friend Lorraine. Her mom had a bunch of this in different prints and things like that. And it's all, I guess you buy it with the batting already in it. So I put that piece on right onto the paper of the packaging. And then on the inside, I used a piece of batting, just polyester batting. And because it was the same as what the batting was, I usually use cotton, but there was polyester in this. So I went ahead and used polyester in here. I don't know why, just did. And then just a piece of kind of cream colored, sort of like linen fabric there. And then I have a pocket down here that I've also added, which you'll see. But that's how I did the cover. So really just that simply. And so we're going to add some corners because you can see I never fold my corners very good. This is not my strong suit. this cover thing. So anyways, we're going to use the book cradle. It just helps getting the holes, right on the spine. It's much more effective for that than I am on my own. So you want to get all your pages right first. I'm actually going to redo this a little bit. Like go through and figure out where you want them and that. Some of the pages, like dyed pages, can often be smaller than, like this pink page is smaller than the other pages. I've basically taken my 8.5 by 11 journal items, the digital, my word, and just folded them in half. And then I do trim it so that it's all even. And a lot of times you have to do that with like a blade or something like that. It's not always the easiest, and it doesn't have to be done. If you want it varying sizes, then you can have it that way. You can see my sewing machine did not like stitching through all those different layers. Plus I had some glue to hold things, so I don't think that helped. But yeah, my sewing machine is not a fan of that type of of sewing. I guess I don't blame it. I'm pretty rough on it. Like, I'm probably not the best sewing machine parent ever. I'm actually going to put it in here and get it in here nice and tight before I clip it. So yeah, that's what the book cradle's for. If you've ever been to my shop and you're like, what in the world are these things? If you're new to binding journals and things like that, it's just to assist in the binding, because it can be pretty tricky and it's not the easiest. I struggle every time, so like don't feel like you're the only one in the world that has a hard time, because I really do struggle. You can ask anybody that watches me regularly. It is a struggle of mine and not my favorite part of journal making. So I'll take all the help I can get. So this at least helps me to get, and you can see I'm pushing down into the center of this because I want these pages to be, down in there as far as they can be. And then I clipped just the pages first to keep them straight and all that. And then now I clipped the journal cover and the pages with the big clips. And then the one thing about doing a single signature is it's a lot easier to do this just by eyeballing. You don't have to do a lot of measuring when you do a single signature. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. Wow. But anyways, yeah, it's a lot easier to do with one signature rather than multiples, because you can just sort of eyeball it and it's not going to really affect anything. Whereas if you're doing multiples, it can affect the rest of the way the journal looks. So you really want to, and then you want to come like about an inch from the top of the pages, not the top of the journal. roughly. And obviously, like I said, it does not have to be, like if you measured it with a ruler afterwards and it's not perfect, it's okay. So now you can probably see I have a hole right here, I have a hole in the center, and I have a hole here. Okay, and they're all right on because of that little ditch that's in the book cradle. And I've had a lot of questions recently because a lot of people are doing the document journals and they're longer. So I've had people wanting to order a taller or like longer book cradle. I really can't do that well. I tried it once. I had a lady order one and I tried it and we did it. It just doesn't turn out that well because it's so big and uses so much of the plastic. It just isn't a great thing to do. But because there's nothing in the end of these cradles, there's no, like a lot of cradles have sides, this one does not. So you can move your journal up a little bit or down a little bit. Like you could move it down wherever you need it, poke your top hole, move it up this direction, and poke your bottom hole. It doesn't really need a longer journal, book cradle. This one works just fine for a document journal. Now, if you're doing some crazy huge journals, I'm not really sure of a good way to do that. But anyway, for where I am standing, I've done document journals and I don't have a problem doing document journals on this book cradle. So then you're just going to poke from, I'm going from the inside out. You can go from the outside to the inside as well. I just prefer to have my strings on the inside, but there's nothing wrong with putting them on the outside. So however you feel like doing it, because a lot of people like to put dangles and things like that. I'm just not much of a dangle person, but that's just me. It's not that I don't like them or I think there's anything wrong with them. It's just not something that I am really familiar with making, and I just don't really make them. That's all. Okay, so then you go from the middle, you go out, come back in through the top hole, and then go down on the inside to the very, very bottom hole, come back out again. So you can see where I'm coming out. This is the way I do it. I know that other people do it a little bit differently. I know Gail has a different style when she's sewing in, doing her 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You can do whichever one you want. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. And then you go back into the middle. And that will give you your 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Now see, that journal was very easy. What makes journals difficult to sew, I have discovered. Oh, I'm going to show you something right now. So both my strings are on this side of the middle string. You don't want that. You want one half, or one of the threads coming in, back in on the left side and one on the right side, so that your the center string is in the center of the two strings. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm struggling. Having one of those days where the words are not coming. And then I take all this off before I tighten my strings, simply because I feel like when you have all the clamps on, you do get a bit of lift from the center of the journal. And so I want to make sure that my pages are in nice and tight. I don't want any space between the signature and the cover. Okay, so that's how I do it. And I do lift a tiny bit when I'm tying. Now you can do that or don't, it's up to you. And I like to get it pretty darn tight, and I'm still lifting and tying. I just find that gives me a nice taut, you almost want this like a tight guitar string or something like that. It needs to be pretty taut. And I do 3 knots, you can do 2 knots, you can tie it in a bow. Actually, I might go ahead and tie it in a bow. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. It depends. Like the last one I did not, because it was right on the little baby Jesus' face. So I was trying to minimize the items that were there. But you can do it however you like. And then you can choose to cut your strings, or you can leave them dangle and put dangly things on them here too. So that's totally your discretion. And I like to put a little bit of glue on my knot. I think I'm probably the only person that does this. I think it's just my neuroses. I don't know. But anyway, I put just a little glue. So it won't come untied, hopefully. We don't want that coming untied. That will make us sad. So then I'm going to set this aside and we'll look at it in a minute. But, oh, did I forget to say? I'm sorry. I want to say hugs and blessings to Tia, Mary, and Lori. Thank you so much for all of your kind comments and just watching my channel consistently. I really appreciate that. It does help so much when people comment consistently and you know, watch, obviously. And then I want to say a super thanks to Kathy and Sandy. Thank you, ladies, so much. I really appreciate it very, very much. And if you don't know what the super thanks is, it's sort of like giving me a tip. You know, like if you go out to dinner and you leave a tip, it's like that, okay? So if you're curious, what in the world is that? That's what that is. All right, so I have a whole pile of things that we're going to put in the journal. But first, I want to play with this. And these are in my shop, these little Christmas trees. They're meant to be like Christmas cards. You can make Christmas cards out of them. I use them to put in like journal pockets because you can, you know, also journal on them. Or you can put little pockets and put tags and all kinds of things. But we're going to make a little pocket out of this. I have my sticker book. Not really knowing if I'll need it or not, but we're going to have it anyway. And then we need some book page. I think I'm just going to steal one of these out of this glue book because they're nice and wide. And I want to do some gussets. All right. Sorry, I had an eye itch there. So I have little things to put on our little tree. I haven't totally thought this out, but I got that far. Thought I was doing really good because I got that far today. I have just been running around like chicken with my head cut off. You know, like I do. Because Christmas is coming, and so there's always extra stops to make. And like today, I had to do some extra stops after going to the post office. And that takes away from my time in my craft room coming up with my video ideas and whatnot. So, actually I might go this way because I don't want those dark gray lines in my image here. With that white background, it's a little trickier than normal. We're just gonna squeegee that down. And then I'm just going to, you know, kind of cut the whole little sides to be folded over and all that. And I did not get this straight, but we're just going to wing it and see where we get. I think it'll be fine. I'm not winging it that bad. Oh, actually, you know what I was going to do? I was going to fold that and make that have gussets. Oh, yeah. I remember now. It's been a while. I came up with this and then I set it aside for quite some time because I was working on that other journal. I just want to trim all this ripped edge off. So yeah, we're going to put, oh, I don't need that one either. Oh my goodness. Because we're going to go ahead and fold that up a little bit to make that a little bit smaller. It's a little wider than I like for journal pocket. It's not to say you can't have it that wide. I just don't want this one that wide. So how are you guys all doing? I didn't even say that either. I apologize. I just jumped right into that stitching in the... I just wanted to get that done. It's just not my favorite part of journal making. But it went beautifully for a change. Usually when I do it on camera, it's a disaster. Okay, I need my scoreboard. Hold on just a second. Okay, got it. It was across the room and I couldn't see it. I think I need to take a day tomorrow and just do some straightening up. It has gotten to the out of control level. So I'm doing roughly a 1/4 inch, somewhere around there, maybe a tiny bit more. Whatever, it's just, I'm just eyeballing it. It's not a big deal if they're exactly the same size. Fold those in. I mean, you guys see me do this loads, unless you're new. If you're new, this is how we do loads of pockets, is by just folding our paper. I think I'm gonna go take off. I don't need that chimney coming out of the ground. In the original, obviously, that's where there was another little house, but since we cut all that off, it looks a little strange with a chimney coming out of the ground. If you see what I'm saying. And then we cut these so that we don't have extra bulk in our corners, because nobody likes extra bulk anywhere, right, ladies? I know I don't. I don't know. Maybe some people do. I have no idea. I can't speak for everybody. All right. I don't know. In the winter, I've been known to add a few sweatshirts for some extra bulk, so I'm not freezing, because I'm always freezing. Okay, we're going to put a thumb notch. So see, now we have a cute little pocket. It's fabulous. I don't know why I'm inking that. I have no idea. Habit, habit, habit. Okay. So we're going to put this on one of the pages. And then inside, we're going to put our little tree. But we're going to decorate it up a little bit first. I don't know. I just have some little, I just cut these. I have a little tiny hole punch. Well, a circle punch. It's not really a hole punch. It's a circle punch. But anyway, to get these little circles all the same. And I thought it would be cute to put them on there sort of as ornaments, and then put our little birdie up high, but protected by all these other bits, because this is just, what do you call it? Oh, you guys, I know you're yelling. Copy paper. It's bad. It's real bad today. I don't know why my brain's so bye-bye today. I might actually put it even a little bit lower, just to try to make sure most of him is on something that resembles the tree. We don't want him glued to the other tree, though. Okay. Now that's not great from this side. That is a concern. I don't know. It's on there now. I think we'll just go with it. And if you guys hate it, don't put one on yours. That little bird is in the digital for the sweet Christmas wishes. And just use a little bit of my Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. Works very nicely. Thank you to my friend Nan for that lovely gift of glue. I do love the glue. That's a good one too. I love my art glitter glue too. This is just, it's very similar. Most people will say that they think this one has more, you know, playtime or whatever to move it around, and that might be true. I don't notice a whole lot of difference, but I haven't really tried to like move things, so I like them both. They're both great. This one is a little better with fabric. I will admit that for sure. So if you're trying to glue some fabric in place, like, I don't know that I would say you only need that. If you're just gluing fabric and not stitching at all, I would use like a Fabri-Tac, because I'm not going to give any guarantees that this will hold fabric permanently. If you see what I'm saying. And this is just scrapbook paper that I had. So that's all it is. With these little bitty snowflakes, candy cane, gingerbread man, whatever on. Oh, Pasha. He's yelling downstairs. I don't know what he's yelling about. He probably wants his stick with his toy on it. But he cannot be trusted with that alone, because he tries to eat it. I don't know what that's about, because he's never really tried to eat anything. But it has those little foam darts that he's played with since he was a kitten, because he started playing with Nerf darts because of my son Theron, which I think I've mentioned. But anyhow, and he's played with them for years and years and years. I mean, my son's all grown up now. He doesn't have to play with Nerf darts anymore. But, and he's fine. But when you tie it onto the string on the stick, he tries to eat them. And so I take it away unless we're playing with him with it, because I don't want him choking on the foam. But then he does this, meowing downstairs, because he wants his toy. This weekend he was watching Fish on TV. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw a picture of him watching the TV very closely. That's so he can smack it really good every once in a while. Yeah, he's going through his second kittenhood or something. I'm not really sure, but he was goofy in the spring. Now it's fall and he's goofy. He calmed down a little over the summer. But yeah, he's living life large lately. On the counter, not supposed to be on the counter, being a pill. He's very good at that. And he knows he's not supposed to be on the counter, but you would be amazed. The other day I went downstairs to the kitchen and walked into the kitchen, and Sir was laying up on the counter on a towel that dries, you know, dishes or whatnot. There was just like a knife and something else on there. But anyway, laying on top of everything on the towel. So I had to wash all that stuff again and tell him to get off the counter. I'm telling you, he is being a monster. See, it's these little packs from Hobby Lobby is where I got the little bitty circulars. See? Oh, look at that Santa. He's pretty cute. See, this journal is going to be fun because you can do all kinds of kids sort of fun things. Or, you know, it can be a little more childish. Which sometimes fits me and sometimes doesn't, but we're going to have fun with this one. We have to make sure we leave enough fold room is what I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to do that and grab the cutter. And we're just going to cut off, yeah, I don't know, like, we don't want a super deep pocket. Maybe 1.5. That'll probably be good. One and a half, and then we need, where's our mark? And I'm not going to worry about gussets because these are just very small little pockets. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and cut something for a tag shape to put in there. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Something red. Oh, snowman, cute too. I do like the snowflakes. Maybe snowflakes would be cute. We'll start with that and see how it goes. Oh, I didn't cut it. You guys, what is wrong with my brain? So we're going to do just a little like 1.5 inch tag as well. Sorry, I got to get this straight. It's user error, I think, most of the time when I cut things crooked with this. Because I don't know what my problem is, but I always get it all crooked. And we'll go, should I do 3 or 2.5? Let's do 3 and we'll see. That might be too tall. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. We'll go 2 3/4. How's that? That looks good. Just to have a little something in our pocket. Something fun. And the next one we can put a snowflake pocket. And you can put them on the back as well. So you can actually have quite a few tags in your little this little card. These would also be good for giving gift cards. I think a gift card would fit in there, like sideways. I don't mean obviously full straight on. I don't know where my gift or my card is that I was using. Oh, here's one. This is a credit card, or no, it's an Olive Garden card. Yeah, so it would fit this way. So you could make a little fun gift card holder for someone to have something a little more interesting than just a plain old gift card. I mean, personally, I love getting gift cards because then I can go get whatever I want. But I know a lot of people don't like getting gift cards as gifts. Or giving them either. Especially if you give me a gift card to places like Hobby Lobby or craft stores. I am one happy girl. Very, very happy about that. Okay. Need this. It's such a mess. Everything's a mess. Help me. I'm drowning in the mess. And then I'll clean it and I won't know where anything is either. It's very difficult to be a crafter. I wish I was very organized. It would really make my life easier. Let me tell you, I did not get that gene or whatever in the world it is. I feel like my sister and my daughter are very good at that, but it skipped me. Whatever it was, it just dashed right by me. Because I don't have it at all. Do we want, maybe we'll leave this one for writing. And then we'll flip it over to this side and we'll put like another pocket somewhere else. I tend to want to leave these alone because of the edge. So maybe we'll go with the middle again. And we're just going to have to trim a skosh off of that. A skosh. Nope, skosh more. I didn't do a big enough skosh. Okay. And then this, everybody's blowing leaves because we got leaves coming out of our ears. And my big tree out front still hasn't dropped all its leaves. My husband and I went out and cleaned up the front and the backyard yesterday in the wind. That's always fun. And came inside and had dinner with my daughter and looked out the window and there were leaves everywhere again. So yeah, that was worthwhile endeavor in the wind. That makes you want to cuss. Because, oh my gosh, why? Why with the leaves? And my husband's like, well, we can just leave them until the big tree drops all its leaves, but I can't stand it. It drives me crazy. And it bugs him too, I know it does. He's just trying to be nice. He's actually usually worse than I am that way, but I think he's tired of going out there and working fruitlessly. You know? So we need something to go in that one because our Santas are going the wrong way. So we have to go the other way with maybe a green. Trees would be cute. What else is there? Oh, stripes are cute. Let's do presents. Presents. So what did we decide? 2 1/4 or what was it? I don't remember. No, it wasn't even. It was 1 1/2, I think, is what I did. And then it was 2 3/4 long. That was it. Now, you could make, you know, really cute, fancy things to go in the pockets to tags. These things are called tags, right? Or, you know, keep it simple. I wouldn't go too wild because you don't want to get it so bulky that once it's folded up, you can't get it, you know, in a pocket or whatever. So I would, you know, kind of keep yourself together with the creating. But I think what I will do is put a little glitter on it. We'll let it dry. And while it's drying, we'll put our pocket in place. Oh, I need this. What am I doing? Okay, so when we fold it, I just want a little here and there. Just kind of do that zip, 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 zip sort of look. So our little Holly Hobby kids went and decorated the little trees outside. How nice. I was supposed to show you guys the journal yesterday, and I spaced it like always. It probably drives you guys crazy. I apologize. I am just hopeless sometimes. I say I'm going to show you, and then I totally forget. Got sparkly presents. I think I might even put a little on this side too, just to sort of cover up this bird thing happening in this. Nothing really will cover it up, but maybe it'll just help a little bit. And we'll just do the trees so you can still write at the bottom. You see what I'm saying? Hi. I'm sorry, you guys. Ay. Why is it so hard? We got glitter now, man. We're going to set this up right over here, and we'll revisit it in a moment. Maybe if I can get the lid off of the glitter. This glitter has been very well loved for many years. It has all sorts of little paper bits. Okay. Now we will look back at our journal. Let me get rid of the glitter. No, still. Okay. Hopefully that's good. All right. So our journal is looking wonderful. So let's snip these. I will leave them about the length of you know, the journal there, and that's all. Because I generally, I don't know, if I have some, I'll see if I have anything. I don't have a whole lot of that kind of stuff either, is the other thing. So, and we're going to put our little sugar cookie cutie in here. So what I did, obviously I told you, put this fabric, which is that same fabric, and I'm sorry about the stitching up there, but it just went all haywire when I was trying to do that. Oh, we got to put the corners on too, but let me show you first. So this is more like cardstock. This is scrapbook paper that I printed on the back, printed one of the images from the digital on the back. And I actually remembered to put this in. I almost didn't, you guys, even after all that stuff with the reason for the season. And I still need to put some fabric at the top of these and stitch around them, but that's our little belly band. And then when you open it, I fixed this. Remember, my opening was over here, but you can't get the card in and out because of the signature. So I put a piece of striped paper here, and I left both ends of this one open, but I thumb notched that, and now you can easily slide the card in and out. So that's how I fixed that boo-boo that I made when I made these pages originally. And then we have kit pages, and then I did put in some of the pages from that Holly Hobby book that I had. And I know they're going the wrong direction, but they're too big to go the other direction. So it was either put them this way or chop them. So I decided to put them that way. So we have just coffee dyed kit pages right now. This is just pink paper that my niece dyed for me. And just all, these are from Tailor Made Journals again. I like these because they remind me of like snow, and you can write on them. So they're nice. And then we have a Christmas doily, snowflake doily. Cute kids. This is a page from the book. It's the cover page. And it had the birds. I feel bad about the birds because they kind of got nipped. But these, I love the carolers. I just think that's super cute. And then you can write on that. And hot cocoa and jingle bells. And kit pages. Oh, this, I want to put that Santa that we made. This was the color combo, the red and white. I want to put this here, and I'm going to put it so you can see 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and all through the house. I know that's sad to kind of cover that up, but I am. And then we have the little guy in there. So I think I'm going to do it. I could do it as a flip out, but I don't really want to because of that. So I think I'm going to have it as a tuck. So I'm going to glue here and down that side and here. And then we'll put Santa right there. It sort of looks like she's looking over at Santa. Him having a little snooze. Don't blame him. I understand it this time of the year. So I'm going to put glue here. And then that way we can tuck another little something into that pocket. Not anything very deep because we do have these strings, but it can be a little something tucked in there. And I'm putting glue on these because these are most likely to hit the page, whereas I don't know if this will even hit the page. I could have left it a belly band, but I didn't think it would go through there with those there anyway, those strings from the bow on the front. So I just want to make sure I get 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and all through the house. We know the rest. I mean, most of us anyway, I would imagine, know that little book, or I don't know if you consider it a poem. Is it a poem? I don't know. Altogether, I don't know. It's a book. I know that. Story. Night Before Christmas. Just need to hold this down for a minute because it wants to lift because of those strings are a little dimensional. I don't know yet what I'll put in there, but I'll find something to go in there. Okay. There's that. Oh, I know what else I wanted to do. I have this. I think I'm going to put it here. Or no, I was going to put it, where was it? This one? Yeah, it would go good on that one. This is that sewing tissue, little ruffle, pleat, whatever in the world you want to call it thing. And I'm going to glue this down because it's pretty fragile. I don't want to be tucking things in and out of it. So it's just going to get all glued. You could also stitch it to the page. I decided a while back, very long while back, I used to sew stuff on pages all the time, and then I was discovering it was tearing the pages and stuff like that. I just decided it's better to just glue the items onto the page rather than stitch them onto the page. But it is, of course, your choice to do yours however you like. That's just what I found worked best for me. Isn't that cute? So cute. And you still got room to write a little something. Okay, that's the other side of that. So I think we're going to put this pocket, this one we just made. I'll probably add stuff to it. I just don't know yet. I need to think where I want it. I think I got my food box. And if I don't go grab it, my husband will text me and say, the food is on the front porch. He knows because he sees the delivery come. I mean, I could put it here, but I don't really want to cover that. It would be cute there, though. That doesn't say a whole lot of anything. Would it look weird like that? I mean, it fits in there just perfectly. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I'm going to try not to cover most of these because they're just cute, but I think we can do that and it'll be all right. So the nice part about a gusset is that you can, like that tree card will fit nicely in there and it won't be having to squish in there and rip all the glitter off. I mean, it's obviously some may come off, but I think I may have folded that a little bit crooked. Imagine. That's something I never do. Just pretty much every time. All right. It's handmade. Okay, and I'm not going to put our card in there yet because that glue is not dry. But this is what will go in said pocket if I can get it to glue down. Behave. Behave. Now I also have Alexa telling me something. I'm really happy I've got everybody telling me what to do all the time. Oh, I know what I was thinking of putting in there. I got these Hobby Lobby, why do I keep saying that? Holly Hobby, like from the 70s, cards at that little house that has the antiques. They sell only a few times a year, so you got to go while you can. But anyways, I got those there, and that's what I was going to tuck into that pocket. Yes. What is this? Oh, it's the snowflake. I'm like, what is happening? That one, yeah. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. I kind of like those buttons hanging out. They're cute. I like the ones I like the red ones too, but they're on the wrong side. So we're just going to go with the green. Cute. And that way you can write in that little card as well. So a little piece of vintage. Yes, we're vintage, believe it or not, ephemera. That's where our tree is going to go. I'm liking it so far, everybody. I can't decide if I want... This could be a pocket too. And I mean, he's so stinking cute. I just can't get over how much he looks like my son's friend. I just can't. I'm just shocked. That would actually be really cute right there, huh? Yeah, let's do it. It's cute. I know it won't be gusseted, but it's wide enough that I think, you know, just for a tag, it'll be great. I did put a little staple in it. I'm sure you can see the little staple, just to make sure that fabric doesn't go anywhere. Sticks with it. I think it will anyway, but because it's not lifting or anything. So yes, these recipe cards, and I have more, so I may do another one somewhere, because that is cute. Super cute. I just realized that says kooky. It's the recipe for the sugar cookies, and it says shape with kooky cutter, I'm assuming. But that's not how you spell cookie. See? Kooky. That's hilarious. I didn't write that recipe. I would do something like that, though, so I think that's why it makes me laugh. Because, yeah, it's very, very mean. Okay, so then maybe we'll put... Oh, I didn't do a thumb notch. I can do one very easily. Sorry, I'm standing on my cutter practically. That could go in there, but we could also find something that is sweet related, maybe. Let's see. Let's try to get this semi-central, if possible. Oh, it helps if you actually hit the paper, Amy. Oh, seriously? Oh my gosh. It's really hard to tell. That's why I like looking at the back of the punches. I kind of wish they'd flip them around somehow or something, so you were meant to look where you're cutting. I don't know how you do that, but anyway. I'm not an engineer. I'm just a crafter. I don't know. I'll find something to go in there. But that's a little offcut from the page that I want to, you know, maybe back or something too. But it would be a cute little booklet to go in there. So that is what I have for today. I didn't plan any further than that. I apologize, but I think we're good. I am just not going to stick that in there. You guys know it'll go in there and it'll be cute. Oh, wow. It's going to barely... Woo! I almost put that up too high, but it has to go there because of the border. All right, guys. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed my nuttiness, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.